Imagine standing in a crowded town square. The cobblestones are slick with rain, mud, and faint traces of blood from days past. The air hangs heavy with smoke, sweat, and fear, thick as fog. You hear whispers, some terrified, some curious, and your own heartbeat echoes like a drum. You are not here to watch. You are here to be judged, not by mercy, not by law, but by history itself. Long before modern courts and prisons, punishment was not merely correction. It was performance. It was a public demonstration of authority, power, and fear. It was ritualized terror, a lesson carved into memory for generations. In 1386, in a small French town, a trial began. The charge, murder. The accused, a pig. Yes, a pig. Dressed in human clothing. Standing upright before the judge's bench, villagers whispered and crossed themselves. Some stared silently, unsure whether to laugh or tremble. Children clutched their mother's skirts, wide-eyed. The judge read the charges aloud. The pig could not understand. It did not matter. This trial was for the people. To show that any crime would not go unanswered. The verdict was swift, guilty. The sentence, execution, public, a warning etched into the collective memory of the town. The pig was killed. The crowd watched. Some cried. Some laughed. Justice had a face. And it was terrifying. But not all punishments ended in death. Some were designed to stretch pain over time, to make survival itself unbearable. Picture yourself dragged into the center of the town. A wooden frame clamps around your wrists and neck. Your body immobilized. Your head forced forward. You are now a spectacle. Hours turn into days. People walk by. Some laugh. Some spit. Some throw rotten food. Your muscles ache. Your skin burns under the hot sun. Every glance from the crowd is a knife. This is the stocks. A punishment of shame. A lesson to all who might defy authority. Deep underground, terror becomes mechanical. The Iron Maiden, tall, blackened, lined with spikes. The prisoner is brought forward, weak and trembling. The door opens slowly. The spikes glint in flickering torchlight. Every second is deliberate. Every movement designed to crush the mind before the body. He is pushed inside. The door closes. Silence, darkness. Time stretches unnaturally. Not just death, but fear. Fully realized. In Persia, punishment became unnatural. Scaphism. Trapped between two narrow wooden boats. Hands, legs, and head restrained. They feed you milk and honey. The sweetness is a trap. The sun beats down relentlessly. Your skin blisters. At night, the cold creeps into your bones. Insects come. Hundreds, then thousands. They swarm, they bite. Days pass, pain becomes normal. Time loses meaning. Survival itself is punishment. In the frozen north, Vikings perfected ritualized terror. The blood eagle, a man kneels. Warriors surround him. Axes gleam in the pale light of dawn. This is not chaos. It is ceremony. A statement. Power displayed. Fear instilled, spine broken. Ribs opened. Blood drips onto the snow. Legends say it was myth. But terror was real. In medieval Europe, punishments often targeted the mind. Masks of shame, iron collars, wooden pillories. Signs detailing crimes hung from necks. The punished were forced to stand for days, sometimes weeks. Every passerby a reminder. Every whisper a knife. Sleep impossible. Hunger constant. The mind became a battlefield. The body irrelevant. In Italy, thieves could be sewn into leather bags with animals and thrown into rivers. In England, traitors were hanged, drawn, and quartered over hours. In Japan, criminals were sometimes crucified upside down. In China, exile to remote islands or forced labor in deadly conditions was common. Each culture adapted fear to its environment and beliefs. Even animals were not spared. Pigs, goats, or horses were tried, executed, or paraded to demonstrate law. Their deaths were a mirror of society's fear. Punishment could be ritualistic and public. In the Middle East, criminals might be exposed on scaffolds, starved, beaten, mocked. In Scandinavia, thieves were hung in cages on cliffs, left for birds and wind. In India, mock executions or public humiliations taught lessons without immediate death. Every punishment, no matter how cruel, had a structure. Every public display reinforced obedience. Fear was deliberate. Pain was precise. Punishment could be hidden and slow. In prison cells, darkness became the executioner. Chains clanged. Rats gnawed. The mind turned against itself. Whispers, screams, silence, they became one. Isolation could kill faster than the sword. Even subtle punishments left their mark. The drunkard's cloak or shame boards forced offenders into public humiliation. Standing in freezing rain, the community mocking, neighbors laughing, children pointing. Time stretched. The cold bit deep. Every second a lesson etched in memory. The industrial age brought new creativity, exposed to storms, chained to posts, forced labor in factories or mines as both punishment and spectacle. Early scientific experiments used prisoners as test subjects. Pain became instruction. Suffering became law. Across centuries, punishment evolved, but the lesson stayed the same. Public or private, physical or psychological, fear was the ultimate authority. And humanity often obeyed without question. Today, we ask, how could they do this? How could anyone survive this? But for them, it was normal, necessary. To understand fully, we must imagine it. Feel it. The crowds, the smells of mud, blood, smoke, the heat of the sun, the sting of cold, the metal of spikes, the bite of insects, the shame of exposure. History doesn't just record events, it records what humans considered right. And sometimes, that is far scarier than fiction. Next time you think of the past as distant or unreal, remember the victims. Standing in squares, kneeling in stocks, trapped in coffins of iron, immobilized on Persian boats, facing death at the hands of Vikings, enduring masks of shame, endless hunger, and cold. History isn't safe. It isn't sanitized. It is raw. It is human. And it demands to be remembered. This is what punishment once looked like. Not hidden, not invented, terrifyingly real, and unforgettable.